there again. Been a while still, but as you know, times and creating and being in the process of getting content and bookings, kind of sap you sometime. And I've gone through a kind of creative lull and additionally some life decisions and career decisions actually that kind of caused me to be less creative in the moments that has passed, well, the couple months. But nonetheless, Medea, we're at the end of the year, and I must say quite a bit of things have transpired. And for me, it has been a blessing. This year has been a true blessing in the creative space. Um, and actually a growing period for me and doing more things in regards to uh, elevating the craft and becoming better in this process. In fact, this month I am celebrating 2 years and 6 months officially taking the creative process seriously and aiming to become a good professional, offering service such as photography and videography to those in need in the spheres of music videos, weddings, portrait sessions, studio sessions, and even shooting corporates and drone in real estates. And those are some of the ventures that I've gone into. My favorite space for creative expression is picture taking at like live events, stage shows or concerts that have the lighting work, which attracts me very much, and the kind of artistic freedom that I get when I'm at a in a space like that. And this year has been that I've shot at quite a bit of staged shows, but three specific ones that I would want to mention is Rebel Salute, which is a reggae show that is held in February in Jamaica. I've also shot at the Reggae Sumfest, which is technically one of the biggest stage shows in Jamaica. And then we had a grand surprise in the August period where Chris Brown came and performed at the National Stadium at the BZR weekend. And some of the shots that I got from these three events, I think were phenomenal, were examples of how I've been growing, how I've been understanding how to properly compose my pictures, how to be quick in terms of adjusting my settings, and also how to break the rules sometimes to get some banger shots, to get some slow shutter shots, to get some off guard shots. And I've also ventured into using different focal lens to get different kinds of shots, and also movement at live events are very important to get different perspectives, different vantage points, which is I think it elevates your game above those who are just standing and pointing and shooting. It changes the dynamics. It gives you new angles. It gives you a distant shot, depending on where you are, if you're using a zoom lens and stuff like that. And I've been growing in that process. I think my favorite shot from Reggae Sumfest was a shot I took with Baker while he was performing, and the smoke, the smoke on stage just burst out, and there was a green light effect that was happening. And this shot, I think, is my favorite shot from Reggae Sumfest. The Chris Brown shot, boy, there is so much to choose from actually. But there was some that I dabbled with the slow shutter, and I think I like them very, very much. I really don't have a favorite from it because most of them are my favorite, the ones that I picked out. And from Reggae Rebel Salute, as it was the initial part of the year, I was still, well, I'm still learning, but I kind of was using that as the platform to offshoot from for the year, and I still did get some good shots. from it, from the event. But yeah, and I have a show coming up for the end of the year to take on. But let's see how that goes. But yeah, I'm very much excited about it. And I'm spending the time here to talk about live events because that's my niche. That's my favorite area to be free in terms of my creative expression. But I still love to shoot weddings and portraits and also, just pull out creative concepts. And I did this last shoot, I think, for the year that allowed me to first and foremost, for the first time actually, edited in Photoshop. That's very strange. I was always editing in Lightroom, and I think I've grown enough. And what is happening now is that my creative thrust is driving me to start using Photoshop to give a more enhanced look to my photos, and for the fact that I'm now going into shooting with lights and stuff like that, because I was mostly a natural light shooter. I think Photoshop just brings me into a new arena. And the good thing about it, as I anticipate 2024, is that I'm giving thanks because I currently now acquire a small studio space, which is a blessing. And some work has been done. There's quite a bit of things to get done before I go public with it, but it's part of the process of growing. And so just look out for that for 2024. So if you're in town, Kingston, that is, if you're in St. Catherine and stuff, you don't know, you can reach out to me. There's a one-stop place to come as we establish it. So stay tuned on my Instagram to see that. But nonetheless, yeah, that's some of the experiences I've had. And this last shoot that I did, as I said, I use Photoshop to do. I just feel I feel satisfied knowing that, I took up the camera some time ago out of the period of COVID and say, yo, I'm going to just be creative with it. I always like camera, but I always was more so doing digital graphics and stuff like that, but not picture taking. Ever since my decision, I think I have grown leaps and bounds in the 2.5 year period. And for me, I'm more than optimistic. I live life with confidence. And so anything I put my hand to and I fall in love with, I'm going to go at it. And out of the year, I took this simple quote that if you attempt anything half-heartedly, it's the worst attempt. So for me, I'm just now invested in the creative process. And I also want to say thank you for the support. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for following and staying tuned. As you know, the channel is all about live events that I've visited, and I just have video content to post. I also have shoot vlogs that I will cover, and some of the weddings that I do, I'll try to do some tutorials and dabbling, showcasing those. And also when I do photo shoots, I'll have some short YouTube videos that talks about the experience and some of the things I've done in it. And so the channel is basically about that, and a little bit of when I feel free to create and fly my drone and stuff. So bear with me. Thanks for the support and the sharing and being present. And you don't know, as we go along, it's the ace here. So just stay tuned. Bless up.